Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today, we'll be taking a look at
Poseidon.
God of the Oceans. Poseidon is a burst mage with some crowd control. Typically played in mid, jungle, or solo. Let's go over his abilities, starting with his passive. Changing Tides is your passive ability. For every successful basic attack, you gain 10% tide, shown by the bar above your portrait. For every 10% tide, you gain 1% movement speed and 1.5% ability damage. Your abilities use tide, except for your 2. It's important to auto-attack between abilities to make sure your tide stays high for extra damage and mobility. Tidal Surge is your first ability. It sends a wave out in a straight line that pierces everything, including walls. You can hit enemies through a wall, which I'll demonstrate now. Now this ability damages and knocks back, except if they're in your whirlpool, then it knocks up, like so. Now when you activate your second ability, you throw out 2 additional waves. Now these waves do full damage if that's all that hits the enemy, as you see here. 187, 187. Now if you hit all 3, it does almost double the base damage. As you can see. Trident is your second ability. It's a self buff that gives attack speed, move speed, and extra basic attack damage. It also spawns 2 extra projectiles with each basic attack, as well as on your first ability. Now these extra projectiles on your basic attack can proc on-hit ability effects, as you can see there. It's proccing Soul Reaver. These also scale with intelligence ability. These also grant extra tide. So just like your basic attack normally gives 10 tide, these also give 10 tide each. So if you hit all 3, you'll notice how quick your tide can go up. Whirlpool is your third ability. It summons a whirlpool at the target location that cripples and vortexes, meaning it slowly pulls them towards the center of the whirlpool. And it cripples, meaning you can't use any movement abilities while inside it, such as leaps, jumps, blink. If they use beads, they will be able to jump out, but they need to use beads to do so. Release the Kraken is your fourth ability and your ultimate. Summons the Kraken at target location. As you can see in the center here, this center ring, enemies inside there are knocked up, stunned, and take full damage. Enemies on the outer ring are slowed and take half damage. I'll demonstrate here. As far as builds go, if you're like me, sometimes you just want to hop in and play and not think about stuff too much, I'd recommend the auto build cooldown reduction. This build has everything you need, and cooldown is so good on Poseidon. Otherwise, my preferred build would be Sands of Time. Gives a lot of cooldown reduction after you complete it. Soul Gem gives you damage, cooldown, and lifesteal, so you can sustain in lane. Gem of Focus is great. More cooldown, more damage, more move speed. You'll see here. Let's see how much movement speed we get here. We'll wait for the base buff to wear off. After that, you can, if you're struggling with tanky targets, you can go with Totem of Death. Help you with penetration. If not, I like Spear of Desolation. Big damage, more cooldown. Can't beat that. Alright, let's see here. Move speed. Look at that move speed. 500 move speed. 511. Alright, goes Spear. Totem of Death. Rod of Tahuti. That's my typical build. For your last item, I'll leave it up to you. Go more lifesteal. You can go more attack speed with like nimble ring. Because of your 2, your autos deal a lot of damage. So I'll leave that up to you.
Hello, subject.
So when I play Poseidon jungle, I typically like to start blue. Because it gives your solo laner an advantage in lane. And I make my way over to red. Usually a good time for your mid laner to come help you clear it. And I take this camp here and I make my way till that mid buff. From here I look to gank or make my way over to my speed buff. Check this right here real quick. Might as well take this. Now I make my way to my speed buff. That's a typical start I would do on almost any character. Typical mid lane start would be Sands of Time, Gem, 2 health pots, and a mana potion. I accidentally wasted a health pot. That's okay though. And a mistake a lot of people make is they think your objective is to fight the enemy all the time, but that's not true. Your objective is to push the wave. You beat the wave and kill the wave before he does, your minions will beat him up. So that's the goal. Clear wave. Then you can poke him some. You can look to rotate to a buff. Doesn't look like our jungler's going to a buff yet, so we'll just wait. Push the next wave. Be around level 2, 3, we'll rotate to our red if our jungler hasn't gotten there yet. Looks like he wants to fight a bit. Just fall back. Taking damage from the minions.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So mid to late game is pretty simple. You push your wave and you're constantly looking to rotate to a team fight or an objective. 3 major objectives are Gold Fury and Pyromancer over here. Pyromancer and Fire Giant. And mid-late game you can also look to just sit in a bush and wait for an enemy to come by, and you can hit them with the burst combo. Burst combo is pretty straightforward. 1 continuous motion while moving forward. You activate your 2, you'll drop your whirlpool like so. As you're continuing to move forward, you'll hit your ult. And then you'll be up close and you'll hit the double, or you'll hit the triple tidal wave like so. Now I'll demonstrate that at full speed. And shortly after, I'll put 2 clips using the burst combo in game. So here we go. Like this. Like that. And then you start autoing. Here's 2 clips of the burst combo in game. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.